In 1968, the city of Seoul in South Korea built a 6-lane highway above the Cheonggyecheon River in an effort to improve traffic flow. It worked at first, but as the years passed, more and more cars began to appear, until finally, if one looked over at the highway from their balcony, all they would see were cars jammed back to back and the honking of disgruntled drivers. In 2005, the mayor of Seoul initiated a project to tear down the highway and revitalize the river. This was met with much controversy, as if this major road was already jammed up with cars. Removing it would surely make traffic worse all around the city. But to everyone's surprise, when the road was torn down, travel flow improved in the city of Seoul, with travel times for its citizens actually decreasing. How?
This video is about a phenomenon called Braess's paradox, discovered by a German mathematician Dietrich Braess as he was working on modeling traffic. He noticed that, contrary to intuition, adding an extra road to a traffic network could actually make travel times longer. Here's how.
Imagine there are two cities, origin and destination. Two roads connect these cities, upper road and lower road. There is a point halfway through each road called halfway point, where the road changes slightly. From the start of upper road to the halfway point of upper road, the road is quite narrow and travel time depends on the number of cars on the road. The exact time works out to be the number of cars divided by 100. For example, if there are 1,000 cars on the road, it'll take each car 10 minutes to get from the city of origin to the halfway point. There, the road changes and becomes a 6-lane highway. Now it doesn't matter how many cars are on this highway, it always takes the same amount of time, 45 minutes. Lower road has the same setup, except reversed. Now let's say there are 4,000 drivers who want to get from origin to destination. If they all take upper road, it'll take each driver 4,000 divided by 100 minutes, which is 40 minutes, plus the fixed 45 minutes of the highway, making the total commute time 85 minutes. This is obviously a silly strategy. A rational driver has incentive to switch to lower road, because that would only take them 45 minutes plus 1 divided by 100 minutes, which is roughly 45 minutes, a saving of 40 whole minutes. Other drivers on upper road would also want to change to lower road. This pattern would continue until half the drivers take upper road and half take lower road, with both roads taking the exact same time of 65 minutes. This is a natural equilibrium. A driver on upper road has no incentive to switch to lower road, as it will only take them longer, and a driver on lower road has no incentive to switch to upper road for the same reason. This situation, where no one has any incentive to change their behavior, is called the Nash equilibrium in game theory. The key word here is equilibrium, which can be thought of as another way of saying when the system is stable. Opposing forces are equally balanced and the system will not change unless acted upon. For example, this balancing stick is in equilibrium. It won't falter unless there's an outside force like wind or a monkey. With half the drivers split evenly between roads, no one has any incentive to move, so the system will continue going on this way, each driver with a total travel time of 65 minutes. Now let's spice things up. Let's add a new highway connecting the halfway points of the two roads. We'll call it Braess Road. It's a very wide highway and it takes virtually no time at all to get from one end to the other. So for simplicity, we're going to say it takes 0 minutes. Blanche, a regular upper road commuter, longs for more adventure in life and decides to try out this new highway. To her surprise, it only takes her 2,000 divided by 100 minutes, plus 2,001 divided by 100 minutes, which is roughly 40 minutes, to arrive at destination. This is a saving of 25 minutes from her usual route. More upper road regulars catch on to Blanche's shenanigans and start to use this new route too. Soon the number of drivers trying this new route reaches 2,500, so their travel time is 65 minutes, which is now the same total time as the original upper road route they all started on. Meanwhile, the regular lower road drivers are slowed to 85 minutes, which is a 20-minute increase before these pesky upper road drivers decided to invade their turf. So now they have incentive to change to the new route too. With everyone taking this new route, it takes each driver 4,000 divided by 100 minutes, plus another 4,000 divided by 100 minutes. 80 minutes to drive from origin to destination, a 15-minute increase from their old route. So why don't they change back? Well, no one has any incentive to. If people made an agreement to go back to their original routes, there would always be that annoying driver who selfishly uses the new Braess highway to cut down their own travel time. Soon other drivers will see what he's doing and feel ripped off. So they'll do it too. Before we know it, we'll be right back to where we started. Systems tend to move toward their natural equilibrium. Just try and stop hot and cold water from mixing into warm water. With the introduction of the new road, the system's equilibrium has changed and become less efficient.
This is Braess's paradox, and when we analyse it, we see that it isn't really a paradox at all, but follows from one very simple fact. People are selfish. What's best for the individual often isn't what's best for everyone. This same behaviour has been seen in other parts of life too. One study showed that removing the star player from a basketball team can actually improve the team's performance. Adding extra products to the marketplace can often lead to worse choices made by the consumers. The effect has even been seen in medicine, where the removal of certain enzymes can lead to an overall improvement in the metabolism. The message of this video isn't people are selfish and stop being so selfish. The message is actually, it's not your fault. See, this counterintuitive behaviour isn't just caused by people's decisions. It's to do with something much deeper about the nature of natural equilibria.
Weight on the bottom. There's also a red rope and a green rope. The red and green ropes are slack. They're not taking any of the weight. So the question is, what will happen when I cut the blue rope? Like, this blue rope is in tension. So when I cut it, I will release that tension. So surely the weight will go down. Let's see what happens.